Hello. So today I will go over the Magnificent Seven stocks. It's been a while. There's a coverage, so let's take a look and see where they are going. For Apple, let's work with Apple first. So you can see it's still bouncing inside this channel, right? However, you can see right now is almost right. It's doing a pattern. At first, it does the it's almost like a move flag, right? And then it went up, but then it pulled back to test the support, bounce again, came back one more time, now bounce. What's next? Let's see. So right now it's moving in a way is sideways, still within the channel. The high is kind of like flat right here. Yeah, let me take this out. Now, let's see. So it's appear that it right now, or let's say the past month and a half, it bouncing between the red and the blue line, as well the orange support. So it a bit little bit oversold. You can see right here it got almost like very oversold. That's why you got to bounce, right? So now it's kind of in the middle, and let's see. Okay, so I think it might go up a little bit right here to 209. Why? Because you can see it's right here. Let me put a line. You can see this, there's a gap right here, right? But this is like a I would say a short-term resistance. And then here you got a bunch of candles, the daily candle, and also right here was the what is the low. So most likely if it bounce, it will bounce at 209. So between 209 and 213 will be the resistance, and then it most likely will come down, maybe here. So that I believe will be the short term for Apple. So this will about to make it to 10. So it's even. And then down here is 180, 190. Okay, so short term for Apple will be little bit of a bounce and then a pullback. Yeah, because of the tariff, there's a bounce. I mean, there's a pause with the tariff until August. So hopefully it might come up and go over the 213 level. And if it break out after that, it will go up to 225. But right now, it seems like to be a bounce and then a pullback. That's for Apple. Amazon. Last time I look at it, it say, okay, look, it's making a bull flag right here. So it bounced up the resistance and the limit I put was 197. It went all the way up, bounced back to 197, and then bounce again. So let's see for Amazon. So just leave it here. So right now is normal. Okay. At least right now for short term, if I draw like this, then you can see it being bouncing, but it broke down, try to come up, and then pull back again. So in terms of technical, right now, I think it's gonna pull back to 197 again, and then test it. Why? It will test to see if it come back and test it and bounce. Most likely it will break these out and then will come up to 228. So it's actually, if it's does that, no, 225. The 225 is after the test, if and only if the market rally higher. If that's happen, the market make new high, it will come up to 225, no problem. However, for short term, I'm looking at for a pullback to test 197. Google, it was around here, and I say it's gonna come up and test 165. Oh, I remember. It was the pullback. It's right before the pullback here, the big red candle here. It was around here, I believe. Okay, so I said, okay, it's gonna come back down, kind of like test the red line, and then come up to the orange line, right, to test 165, and it did here. You see these three candle, 165. For 3 days it couldn't, and bam, came down here, touched the red line, bounce again. So this bounce is actually a good bounce because it, in a way, it create a new trend, short-term trend, it broke the support, became, resistance here, right? So it went down up here, pull back, broke out, came back here to test and bounce, which is a good sign. So let me check this out. So right now, I'm gonna take out the red line. Let me clone it and then see if it matches or not. Pretty good. Okay. Almost, but it's supposed to be like this. All right, so you see it bouncing to the new trend, upward channel, and then come back here to the orange line, which is the major support. Now in a way is resistant because it's under the orange line. So right now, kind of overbought. I expect it to pull back a little bit to this level 165. Oh, again, look at that. How nice and convenient. Once the 165 again, you see it keep coming back because, you know what, let me make a line right here and put it purple. Okay, so it will pull back and then if everything come up, it will go up again, and this time it's gonna go 178 right here, the gap 181. The gap is right here. So, wow. I have to check the indices because if it had a good chart, these things are moving up. Okay, as for Google, look at this. Blue flag, bam, go up. NVDA. So I think last time was here. No, it was here about a week or two ago. They say, okay, look like it's forming a blue flag. Look like we're gonna go up to 143, and look at this right here, 143, then pull back, which is normal. And I say, since there's a lot of, you can see it's still overbought here, right? And I say, because of the sentiment and everybody kind of like long NVIDIA, so if everybody long, we have higher chance pullback. So guess what? It hit 143 already. So I will take this out. That means 118 might be next. So NVIDIA will be a short-term bear. Okay, so and I still think it's gonna go to 118. Meta. Wow, this is a long time ago in this earning. And they say look like it's gonna come up to 585. Then I expected to pull back, but it did not. You can see I predicted many many times. And at the end of the day, it's still a guess. Even though I got this right for a rally, and then I expected to pull back, but because of how it is and its earning, and I guess people are buying into Meta more, so it went up and it created a gap right here. So let me see, close this. So now it came back to overbought again. And look at this. The low is higher than the other low. Right? So short term, in a way, it is changing its short term trend. So right now, the graph is kind of like messed up, but maybe if I switch to the weekly, I can see something. Let me take this out. For long term is actually looking pretty good as well. It basically pulled back and then now try to test these previous level. So long term is also a little bit overbought. So I expect a pullback. Where the gap right here at 605. Okay, so 605 will be my pullback target for Meta. So we got NVDA and Meta. These are pullback that I anticipate. Okay, so for Microsoft, I thought for the earning, I say most likely it'll come down, right? But because of the number was really good, so it's broke, and you can see, okay, these are the high, and then it went rally all the way above the resistance. Now it becomes support, but whatever it come up, rally, break out, or break down, it will always come back up to test the resistance or support. So I anticipate it to come back, test this line, and I would say gonna be about 438. All right, so we got these three expecting a pullback. What about Tesla? All right, so for earning Tesla, I say at that time many people say, okay, it was really bad PR, bad news, bad data. I said, okay, look how it was oversold, and it came down a lot, right? And then came down all the way here, and then it kind of moved sideways. So I say because of sentiment so negative, the data, the news, everything's so negative, I expect it to pull, actually go up after the earning, right? And guess what? It did. I said anticipate it to get up to 276, and if I guess because the negative things, news, people shorted, so if they do that, it might go back up even higher as 326. And guess what? It went all the way up there. You see how crazy that is? These, when I put the level and prediction, and I also tell you why I think that way. All right, so now for Tesla. You got bull flag here, you got another bull flag here, and then it went up, but now it's pulling back to test this level 326, right? So just like the other one, you can see there is a gap between here, right? Oops, right here. I anticipated it to close a gap. So 305 will be my prediction for Tesla. It's still very overbought, even at this level. So imagine this. So this is how it play out. Some people shorted here at earning. It came up, right? And then they might sell it, and it went all the way up here. Guess what? They shorted again, because this is one of the big level. Go all the way back here, 2014. So they were short, and then it came back up. It went up again. So they will, guess what happened? They will sell the short. They got short squeeze. So it kind of jump up here. But now everybody bought from, let me check. $65%. 65% within what? About a month and, yeah, about a month and a half. That's a lot for a month and a half. So that's why this will be, so all those people, they got short squeeze, and all the people up here, they're like, okay, I got a lot, so I better sell, take profit, boom. And more people sell it, especially down after 326, more people going to sell. And then some other people will short it as well, so it will go down to 300 to 305. But I put 305 because of these right here and right here. So I put 305 is the next level for Tesla. Okay, so all these are my level before. So I bet you it will come up back down again. Just how it works. So let's do a quick review. We got Apple, short-term bull. Amazon, short-term bear, but I expecting a bounce. Google, short-term bear and a bounce. NVDA, pullback. So if I really look again, most of them will have a pullback. So I expect in a week or two, we will see pullbacks in most of them. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Probably I'll get back to these in about a week or maybe Friday or Saturday. Thanks for watching. Please hit a like, share, and subscribe to get more update for these. And have a good night. Bye-bye.